Our next winner is a man who wears many hats. He began his career with the textile division of DCM in the year 1966 and has transformed his family-owned business into a leading, diversified chemical giant. A leader in scientific innovation, product development and manufacturing, he's also known for his contribution in the field of education, art and culture. Arun Bharat Ram, the chairman of SRF. Take a look.
Born into one of the oldest business families in the country, Arun Bharat Ram, the chairman of SRF Limited, found his calling in the family business from the very start.
I did my schooling in largely at the Doon School. I was in a couple of other schools before I joined the Doon School. I joined a university, the University of Darmstadt, and I started studying in mechanical engineering. After 2-3 years, I found that mechanical engineering was not my forte, not my area of interest. Then I went to the US, and in 2 years I got my bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. So it was a BSc in industrial engineering from the University of Michigan. And after I finished, I was already 26 years old. I came back and I immediately joined the family business.
As he embarked on his entrepreneurial journey, Arun Bharat Ram had to learn his business lessons right from scratch.
I was put into a small part of the DCM group, which was making synthetic textiles, and I was put into shifts. So I had to learn how to operate a loom. I had to work in the dye house, coloring the fabric. After about 2 years, it was a great learning experience because everything from buying to selling to production, how to handle human issues, all this is something that I learned at that stage.
In the early 1970s, Arun Bharat Ram set up SRF Limited to manufacture nylon tire cords. However, expanding the business was nothing less than an uphill task.
Immediately after the License Raj abolition, I think we were all in a shock. And suddenly when the duties came down from, I think, if I recall correctly, the import duty on tire cord was 150%. And they brought it down to 50%. So that challenge was, again, faced by us not overnight, but by quickly learning how we change our way of thinking, how we change our way of working, how we become process-oriented, how we become a different animal than we had been. Actually, I would say the adversity led us to the rewards that we are reaping today.
With his vision to stay relevant, it was Arun's approach to embrace transformation that helped him shape the destiny of the present-day global conglomerate.
So by the time the reforms had started, we had a amicable parting of ways with Nippon Denso. I had some of my people from Denso come back to SRF, and they became the cornerstone of the change that I was looking for. I took my entire management, top management team to Japan. We attended a course for 2 weeks. So this 2-week course that we attended completely opened our eyes and completely changed the way that we were looking at running our businesses. Because to the Japanese, it was quality first, service to the customer, it was timely deliveries, it was application development. All these things were, very far behind in our minds when we were running the company as before the so very quickly we had a transformation starting in SRF.
Keeping innovation at the helm of the business, Arun Bharat Ram decided to compete for the Deming Prize, a move that helped SRF achieve all-round business success.
We started work on TQM, which is the what is the essence of the Japanese way of manufacturing or any process that they manage. And we started working in this area not only on our own, but we also had one of the foremost Japanese engineers from juice whom we engaged and who used to visit us twice a year. In 2004, we were examined by juice, and it was a very challenging examination that we went through. And in 2004, we were awarded the Deming Award. And this was a great changing point in the life of SRF, because after that we spread the same culture to all our businesses.
Today, with a turnover of more than 75,000 crore rupees, a workforce of 7,000 people and 14 manufacturing plants across the globe, SRF has come a long way. However, Arun Bharat Ram is convinced that the SRF success story has only just begun.
Overall, I would say that we have definitely an outlook in SRF of constant steady growth, and definitely as we enter into more sophisticated products, we should get better returns also.
Let's hear from one of Arun Bharat Ram's closest associates on what makes him a successful entrepreneur.
If you look at the way SRF has evolved over the last 25 years, from just a nylon tire cord factory to a specialized factory making chemicals which are exceedingly difficult to make and specialized, that is innovation. He went into collaborations, but they set up, and they still have, a very strong R&D department, which gives the inherent strength of having your own capability and competence in-house. I think that's where innovation evolves. And that's where a leader comes in to get the right people and provide the right direction. I think this is what he's done very effectively.
Arun Bharat Ram was awarded the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2019 award in the manufacturing category.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause, please. A pillar of the business community.